just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Yellow Jackets headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And you dream about the season starting and what might happen, and you kick the ball out of bounds right off the bat. Everybody just settle down. We got a long season to go. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Whip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Quick strike through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Moving the pocket, it's Grimes. Rushes on. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Sharp. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Across the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws quickly. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown! Georgia Tech made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Cal offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. JKS moving out to the right. He's got the back in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Perry. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Songo Politelli. Right side, it's Perry.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for running room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Well, on that run, he shows shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Quarterback keeps it. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quick give. It's Cox. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be second and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Third and 6 yards to go. Selling the fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he got 5 yards on the play, second and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Out wide right, it's Cox. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
They decided against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willingham. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking to pass, it's Grimes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Jaron Chiave Songapolatelli. Right side, it's Perry. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Setting up the screen. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create it.
He's loose on the left. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. He's piled up 97 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. We'll send the tight end in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. Smashes through the tackle. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion, good timing, get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, it's Cox. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He's changing the play. Throwing Songa Boateng. Finds his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Mustangs looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He unleashes a long one. Snags it down the right side. It's a seam wide open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Holden finds his man on the left. And is able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Shakes off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Songa Boateng, play action. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. JKS. Quick completion on the out. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Grimes. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Hits inside. It's Riley. Defense all over him.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Out wide right, it's Willingham. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Songo Politelli. Quick completion on the outlet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. Snagged in the middle. It's Yang. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Press center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Makes the grab inbounds!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Jaron Kiave Songo Politelli. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is he's a running back after the catch. And look at him chew up the yards and make the big play and get all the way down the field.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Grimes. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Sharp. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Sharp. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Looking left. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The give as they work on that clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He's got great speed. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sets his feet. It's Grimes. Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of it.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On play action. Rolls right. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Throwing Sangapalatelli. Out wide right, it's Perry. They've got him corralled.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Left side is Perry. The Golden Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down.